Let's speak to journalist Franak Viacorka, who's live for us in Vilnius. Franak, this $1.5 billion loan from President Putin, is Putin pushing for much stronger influence over Belarus? And is this the price of his support?
Actually, we don't know what is the price because we just know that Putin promised this $1.5 billion. We know that they discussed security system, they discussed the common security agreement alliance, but we don't know what was discussed behind the scenes because they had almost 3 hours tete-a-tete talk. And I suppose they could discuss some economic or sovereignty independence of Belarus, perhaps enterprises given or sold to Russia. I assume that for Putin right now, helping Lukashenko is the only possible choice. He is very afraid that Belarus will become democratic and unpredictable. This is why he decided to keep Lukashenko at place, but it doesn't mean Putin will continue supporting Lukashenko afterwards.
Right, and that's interesting because right now you've got international bodies like the UN and the EU deeply concerned about the situation in Belarus and pushing for sanctions or action on Belarus. As long as Lukashenko has the support of Russia, is there anything they can do?
Oh, so now we have two problems. 1 month ago, we had the problem with democracy and to stop violence. Now we have the problem to save independence, because Russia is trying to use the weak Lukashenko's position in order to put more pressure on him and to get more advantages, more benefits from Belarus. And there is no other way to solve this issue unless Lukashenko starts talking to the opposition and talking to the West. Because right now we have the democratic forces, we have huge protests every day happening in different cities of Belarus. We have European Union trying to talk to Lukashenko and trying to talk to Russia, but these guys, they don't talk to anyone. So this is a deadlock situation. The only way the situation to change is to start dialogue. And this dialogue doesn't start because Putin doesn't let Lukashenko to begin it.
There's also this sidebar that President Putin has said he has a Russian police force ready to go to Belarus should Lukashenko need it. If that happens, if Putin sends Russian police onto the streets of Belarus, how will that change the picture?
So far, they don't need Russian police or soldiers on the streets because Lukashenko is in the full control of army, of KGB, and of major law enforcement agencies. What he's doing, he's just like increasing tortures and violence, decreasing tortures and violence, increasing and decreasing. And when Putin interferes with soldiers, Putin's receiving sanctions and attacks and the bad relations with the European Union. For Putin, it's much easier right now just to give money and to pay Lukashenko, but not interfere with Russian forces. It's much cheaper for him, and it's much less risky. So let's not expect any Ukrainian scenario here. The situation is quite unique. Situation is much more common with Chechnya or with Abkhazia, where Russia supports, but the country, the beneficiary, pretends it is independent.
Franak, thank you very much indeed for your thoughts there. Franak Viacorka in Vilnius.